If you're a gym owner and you're trying to use AI to improve your Facebook ads, then the likelihood is you fall into one of two camps. So either you are a seasoned professional at this, you've been running ads for a long time, and you're looking for efficiencies and improvements and basically almost outsourcing to AI. Or you are brand new to this, you're a bit of a newbie to this, and now you're using AI to try and advance your business, advance your gym into something that you don't really know all that much about. Either way, you probably fall into one of these two areas. Now, regardless of which area you fall into, you're likely going to run into the exact same issue. And that is the output that you get from AI when it comes to running your ads is usually what we call AI slop. So it's generic marketing nonsense that really doesn't resonate with your business. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to properly use AI, how to make this actually learn about you and your business, how it's going to save you time, effort, and money. And at the end, I'm going to share with you one tool that does all of this for you. So whether you are a seasoned professional looking to make those advances, or whether you're a complete newbie and you're looking to outsource it without paying hundreds, if not thousands of pounds to an agency. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Sam. I've been running gyms for the last decade. I've run multiple six-figure gyms. I now specialize in marketing and sales, and in particular implementing AI so that you can get the most out of it inside of your business without it just generic nonsense and AI slop. So when it comes to your marketing, there are 5 things that you always going to need inside of your ads. Okay, so we're going to focus on the above the fold copy. We're going to look at the main body. We're going to look at your headlines, the creative, so that's images, videos, etc. And then you also need a testing plan. So that's how you know what is performing better than another one, how you have a natural structure to this, and you're not just guessing at what ads to create. Now, the problem you get is the AI that we typically use, so whether you're going to speak to ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, whatever it is, doesn't have this context. It doesn't know that structure. So usually when you go and speak to it, you're going to get this generic nonsense output, and it'll look something like this. Now, if you're a seasoned professional, been doing this a long time, you'll know that that is utter nonsense, that is not going to convert. Worse is when you're new to this, is you don't know this. So you'd probably take that, go and run it in your ads. Leads would probably not be coming through very much, and you then blame the ads. And you would say, okay, well, actually Facebook marketing doesn't work. Ads don't work. You turn them off, and then you sort of go on your way. The reality is we need to do a few things here. So there are 4 things that we need to teach your AI. First is the structure. So that's what we were talking about before. Second is about your business. The third is what we call the anti-slop rules. So these are anti-prompts, so things that we don't want the AI to include. And then the final one is a learning loop. Same with anything, whether it's a human or an AI doing something, you've got to have a feedback loop and learning so that it knows what's performing well, what to improve, and also like what to bin and turn off. So the first one is the structure. So we need to teach the AI all about the structure of how to make an ad. So when we're looking at your avatar, the headline is going to be one person, it's going to be one pain point. It's not just a generic like, hey, we're looking for everyone who's going to come and get fit. It's like, are you a busy mum over the age of 30 who's wanting to lose 10 to 20 pounds but wanting to do it juggling the kids? Very specific in the way that we go about it. The AI in general, when you look at the headlines they make, they're very generalized because that's what the AI is. Second thing is to learn about your business. So when you speak to the AI, if you can tell it exactly who you work with, why you're better than the local Pure Gym, what your avatar is, what your brand stands for, even like for example what your brand colors are, real images of your members, if you have all of these, then the output is going to be much more specific to you. If you run a Pilates studio, it's going to be very different to if you run a high rocks studio or a weight loss studio or a powerlifting studio. These are all very different types of people that will come and train with you, and the language we use to attract them is going to be very different. So it's important to understand that. The AI slop. So you will notice that anything AI generated has a lot of M dashes in it. One of the big ones at the minute is like it's not just X, it's Y. You've got all these different things. So what you need is a list of these phrases that you can implement and say, this is not what you want to say. Like this is the opposite of what we're looking for. So then the output not only has context of what you do want it to say, it has context of what you don't want it to say as well. And then the final part is for it to learn. So for example, we can connect AI into your ad account. So it can actually look at and learn about all of the ads that you've run into history. It can look at what's got the best click-through rates, the best cost per lead. Is it men? Is it women? Does the time of year factor into this? So what performs best in the summer? So that's when I'm recording this, it's in the summer. And if you don't have that in, it's just working blind all the time. The same way that if you have a human doing this, they would go and look at what ads perform best. They would look at, okay, do images perform better than videos? And AI is no different. If you don't have this step, it's going to be tricky. Now, that might all sound quite complex to you. You might be thinking, well, how am I meant to do all that? How do I connect an AI up to my Meta ad account? How do I create skills within my AI so that it actually understands it? And that's kind of where we come in. We've actually done all of this for you. So we have built Ravini. Ravini is your one-stop shop for everything when it comes to your gym. So this is not just about the ads, that's obviously what we're covering today. It's your booking system, payment system, your lead system. It has an AI agent that follows up with all your leads for you. It's where you create all your content, your email marketing, you have your landing page. So ultimately what you end up with here is one bit of software that has an AI in there at the heart of it that learns from everything. So when we talk about making ads, this knows everything about your business. It knows all of the reviews. It knows all of the messages that get sent to leads and members. So it knows the pain points that are coming back and forth. It knows typically who signs up and who doesn't. It knows why. It knows which landing pages convert better than others. Like, this is all the information that we can now feed into the AI to make better decisions so that you're not just running nonsense. So what this does, this starts with the deep analysis. So inside the deep analysis, you are going to get a report. So this pulls all of your lead data in. It's going to look at everything that you've got within your leads, and it's going to spit out this report for you. So one, you have a better understanding and learning of your actual business, but two, it then also can start to see, right, what are your winners? So yes, it understands Facebook ads for gyms specifically, but this is going to be really granular. You can learn about you and yours, okay? Then we've got our autopilot. The autopilot is like hiring a marketing ad agency. This is running all of your ads. So every morning, this goes into your ad account. It's going to check all of your ads that are running, every single one. It's going to compare them all against each other. So if you've got 10 or 20 different images and videos running, it's going to look at, right, what's performing the best. It's going to look at that compared to your average. So it looks at a 3-day, 7-day, and 30-day running average, and it can compare that. It will turn off any ads that are underperforming, and it will scale up those that are winning. Now, you've got full control over this. So you can set this so that it runs fully on autopilot and you just take your foot off and it just runs everything, or you can have it so it just generates a report. So each morning sends you an email and says, right, here are the bits that we've gone through. I think this ad, and this ad needs turning off, and you can then manually go and do it yourself. It depends on what level of autonomy you want within this. Like I said though, that's just one part of what Ravini does. It has lots of different bits and pieces in there, but this is how this is going to help and scale up your ads. After your ads run, we've also got an AI that does all the lead gen for you. So when the lead comes in, it does all the messaging, does all the follow-up, books them in for a sales call with you. So the first thing that you need to do is actually to call them and make that sale over the phone. But it will do everything else. So it'll run your ads, it'll follow up with them, it'll book them in, and then you just make the phone call to make the sale. And like I said, this learns all about your business. It knows everything about you. And the best thing about all of this is it's completely free for you to get started. So 2-week free trial inside of Ravini, no card needed. After that, it's a £50 a month subscription, and that covers everything. So it replaces Go High Level, it replaces Go Team Up, it replaces Canva, it replaces Zapier, it replaces your ads management, like all these different bits of software that you're probably running and juggling at the minute, brings it all into one place, and it's built solely and specifically for gyms. So this is not a generic CRM system that's been molded. The AI is not a generic AI that's been molded. Like, this only thing this can do is to run and help you to grow your gym. There'll be a link in the comment below if you want to start your 14-day free trial. Once you do that, I'll probably reach out to you and offer an onboarding call where we can have a chat and see which areas are probably going to be most useful to you inside of Ravini, and I'll show you all around it. And then, yeah, any questions, just let me know.